Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Convention with the Weekly Comic Book Roundup. We're here at the end of this week's haul, so let's get started. Kicking things off, we've got Batgirls number 15. Where we left off, Batgirl, Stephanie, had been kidnapped by her father, Cluemaster. However, Cluemaster is supposed to be, dead. But he's wanting to, but she's left a letter for Cass to, hopefully so that Cass can find her. So, that's where the issue opens with Cass desperately trying to find Stephanie while Stephanie's father desperately tries to bond with her. Including by basically kind of making a game show out of it, which he calls dead wrong. So the categories being who are you, what have you done, reputable rogues, why, because I love you, and another one that's obscured in the one panel with the one page with the that shows most of the categories. But yeah, it does not go well, and Cass shows up, saves Stephanie. Even manages to evade Cluemaster's traps. But, well, he did wire the place to blow. Or at least part of the place. And during everything, Cluemaster shoots Stephanie. And is about to shoot her himself after realizing what he's done. That Cass stops him, and well, the gunshot wound is potentially fatal. However, while Cass was in Steph was during their body swap, Steph, as Cass, did pocket some Lazarus resin from Lady Shiva. Which Cass is able to use to restore Stephanie to health, to life. Cops show up and arrest Cluemaster, and in Arkham Tower, Cluemaster's asked for information on potentially tracking down Mad Hatter. Cass and Steph have a nice little bonding moment, and the issue ends with Grace O'Halloran waking up to a note, a present at her door, which appears to be either a severed head or the severed head of a statue with a note taped to it. And the note is an envelope that says, "Read me." And that is where the issue ends. I am really enjoying this book. It's fun. It hits all the right. It hits the right notes at all the right points. So yeah. Moving on to our next book, we've got I Am Batman number 18, the final issue of the series. Where we left off, Jace's mother had been kidnapped by the moral majority. Also, Jace discovered that, well, The rest of the Fox kids are not his siblings, but are his half-siblings. But Jace went to rescue his biological mother, and his sister Tiffany opted to join him, but they got captured. However, it appears that the Question has come to save them. Though it's not Vic or Renee. It appears to be Jace's friend Adia. So Jace, Tiff, and Question deal with the Moral Majority. The Moral Majority, or the leader of the Moral Majority, opts to kill their hostage, but she's at least managed to get herself a weapon of sorts and injures him and makes a break for it. But she doesn't kill him; she just cut out his face. Jace runs into him, beats the hell out of him, but his mom stops him, and he reveals his identity to his mother. But Detective Chubb seems okay with Batman's sidekick, as it were, and potentially also working with Question. Jace's mom bond a little. Basically, Jace's mom trying to absolve Lucius Fox of any, maybe not all, but maybe not any, but at least some fault in the matter, and explain that she's missed so much and she wants to try to be his mother. But Jace is leaving the Fox family home for his own place, and him and Tiff are still going to be, however, doing the whole Batman and unnamed sidekick bit. Though Jace figures she'll have time to come up with a sidekick name. But that is where the series ends. Yeah, this was a good book. I liked it. There are some points where maybe things could have landed a little better, but overall, it was a decent book. I think really did a better job with this than he's been doing with Black Panther, but that's an entirely different thing to talk about. Moving on, though, to our next book, we've got Batman Incorporated number 5. Where we left off, Phantom 1, Ghostmaker's old sidekick, had seemingly taken down Batman Incorporated, and his associates had managed to capture most of the field operatives. And Ghostmaker was at the mercy of Clown Hunter. So we open with members of Batman, some of the captured members of Batman Inc. trying to figure out what's going on with their current situation. Before getting back to Clown Hunter, he was basically being told to kill Ghostmaker. Ghostmaker, though, says, Phantom 1, if you really want me dead, don't have Clown Hunter do it. Do it yourself. And then we get Ghostmaker's account of what happened. He told Phantom 1 not to go after someone, and Phantom 1 stumbled into a trap and triggered it. Ghostmaker then opted to save 10 civilians elsewhere in the building exploded, and it seemed that no one could survive the collapse of the building. Eventually, Ghostmaker caught up with course, responsible and did to him what Batman refused to do to the Joker. But Clownhunter opts not to kill Ghostmaker, saying it's not revenge, it's murder. The captured members of Batman Inc. manage to get loose and confront their captors. All of them are going after, as it shown in previous issues, those who trained Ghostmaker. But then there's a bit of information that they weren't told. Everyone who trained Ghostmaker trained Batman, and all of them were part of Lex Luthor's Build a Batman effort. But they're all. But we get a bit of a fight between Batman Inc. and Lex's Batmans, while Ghostmaker and Phantom One have it out. Lex's Batmans, well, their ship crashes right by where Batman Inc.'s headquarters was, and Phantom One is defeated by Ghostmaker, but not killed. It's gonna be, yeah. Further telling Batman Inc., hey, let the, they want to take Phantom One, let them. Don't try to stop them. But also telling Phantom One's accomplices that if they opt to fight Batman Inc., they will likely do so at the cost of Phantom One. And so, they take their fallen comrade and leave. Our epilogue is in Shanghai. The Batman of China is trying to get the attention of Dr. Wu to explain that he's calling in takeout, but it appears that Dr. Wu has been taken prisoner, or taken captive, by a mass of costumed villains who wish to pass along a message to Batman Incorporated. That is where the issue ends. Alright, decent first arc. I kind of appreciate the idea that this builds off of the Batman Incorporated story from Urban Legends, while also building off of the recent Batman the Knight miniseries. But be interested to see where things go moving forward from the spin-offs. A large part of it is dealing with Lex's various Build a Batman efforts throughout the world, so that will likely continue to be a focus in the book. But we'll just have to see. Moving on, though, to our next book, we've got Wildcats, number 4. Where we left off, Grifter and Fairchild fell from a helicopter. Fairchild was saved by Void, but Grifter wasn't. Grifter's dealing with soldiers in an unspecified country, basically trying to fight his way out to, get somewhere safe. Back at the Halo building, Zana and Fairchild are trying to talk to Marlowe to get him to find cash. Even Cray seems, not entirely keen on the idea. Grifter continues to fight his way through a war-torn country, stating that one of the things he hates about the idea of getting killed in a country like this is that for decades afterwards, no matter who it is, anyone from that part of the world doesn't claim they're the one that took down Grifter. The 7 soldiers take the credit for the Wildcats' mission, and during the press moment, Majestic states he's a Kryptonian. But turns out that Marlowe's not even at the building, and so Zana opts to go straight to Void. However, they don't find Void, they find Maxine, about to have a little bit of fun with a couple of the Spartan cyborgs. But they're going to, but Maxine's willing to help them get information to find Grifter. Grifter is apparently someone has been hired to kill Grifter. Now it turns out that those hired were the League of Assassins, led by Angel Breaker. But Grifter points out that as soon as she kills him, the clock starts ticking. Ticking to when Zana takes her out. Zana, Cray, and Fairchild manage to find Marlowe at an art gallery opening. The opening is for an artist named Reno Bryce, Warblade. They try to talk him into finding cash, but Void contacts Zana. Cash, they found him. He's here, but apparently he's also dead. And that is where the issue ends. No, Grifter's not dead. Or, well, not dead. I'm enjoying this book so far. I'm a little biased. Wildcats was one of my favorite books from the 90s, so, it has a different but similar feel, and I dig it. Moving on, though, to our last book for the week, we've got Danger Street, number 3. Things were, our wayward heroes, Warlord and Starman, were now definitively being targeted by the dingbats of Danger Street, while Lady Cop was trying to figure out just who was also looking for them, wanting to know why one of the dingbats had to die. She Googles blue superheroes. However, the printer at the station's out of toner, or colored ink, at least. Elsewhere, Metron meets with Highfather and Darkseid. Explains that he actually managed to travel beyond the source wall. Went mad, and the sky may be falling, but there's still one who might hold it up on Earth. And so, Starman and Warlord have potentially found someone who might be able to get them a spell to bring back the kid that was killed. The dingbats have broken into someone's backyard and used their pool, and are run off when the owner of the pool shows up. And our wayward manhunter is also having to deal with other target, with a target selected by Grandmaster, though that target is defended. But Lady Cop gets a definitive ID on the blue superhero she's looking for. Highfather and Darkseid decide to send someone to Earth to potentially find who the person who can hold up the sky. They disagree on. They suggest different people at first, but they finally agree on Orion. But at the moment, it is beating the holy hell out of Darkseid's henchman, Kanto. Yep. The Creeper makes a brief appearance. But and our two wayward heroes manage to get the spell they need in exchange for the Sword of Shambhala. One of the dingbats has been brought in for trespassing and discovers that Lady Cop is actually investigating the death of their friend. And seemingly has something that resembles a lead. And more of the pieces are beginning to fall into place. And that is where the issue ends. This is definitely an interesting book, and I get the feeling that by the end of it, I'll probably feel like an idiot for just kind of being all, huh? That's something's going on. I guess the issue is my lack of knowledge when it comes to DC beyond a certain point, especially less common, less well-known DC lore. So, anyway, that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off, saying, live long and rock hard.